Hello YouTube, it's me, Vin, with Driven Entertainment, and today I'm with the cast of Downtown Plate. I am with Teresa McDonald and Panchia. And you guys, thank you for inviting me to your kitchen today. I love the show. I love the food that you guys make.
Welcome.
Yes.
And I just wanted to ask you guys a few questions about your show and everything that you guys do here that involves food. For instance, you both have an amazing chemistry with each other on screen. I just wanted to know the history of that. Where does it come from, and why do you two work so well together?
Well, I would like to start off by saying we work well together because we first met 15 years ago. Her nephew introduced us. We were walking in the neighborhood and we just saw each other, and just right away we just clicked. It was really nice. Mm-hmm. Our personalities just clicked.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is being understanding and being very compassionate. Now that we're family now. And that's what it's all about, you know, that understanding and trust and getting along. And we, like I said, we have this dynamite chemistry together. That's all I can say.
And I would also like to add that we communicate well with each other.
Well.
We call each other about different ideas we have, you know, and we're open to hearing each other's thoughts.
Yeah, and that's true.
That's my catchphrase. That's amazing. But I'd like to know more about the channel. With so much information that's out there at the touch of our fingertips with YouTube and social media and so many things, why a cooking show? Why this common interest for the both of you? Teresa?
Well, cooking is a form of communication just as well as music, because people communicate with food, the different cultures. We live in California, which is a melting pot, you know?
Absolutely.
And so, therefore, if it's some kind of uprising or something civil unrest, people usually play music and bring food to a festival, and everything just smooths out, because this is how it coincides: food and peace, mm-hmm. and love and understanding and sharing in one's point of view, because there's a point of view even in food.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Teresa, that sounds like food is very important to you, and Panchia, I guess that you would agree, but just to elaborate a little bit, what is the significance of food to you, the basis and the backbone of having this cooking show? Why is food and just cooking and camaraderie so important to you?
Well, food to me personally is important because it brings family together. Like the holidays, you're always, you know, with your family, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, everything we do as a family, it involves food and gatherness. Mm-hmm. So pretty much the idea of having the YouTube channel is also because we want to reach out to people that, you know, are not super well off and buying all these high-end products and things like that. You know, Teresa always jokes about, you know, use what you got in your kitchen. So, you know, that's part of what
all the time
we're, you know, our demographic that, you know, we're looking for people, you know, that would like to cook in a nice meal but on a budget as well, like working moms, working parents, single dads, you know, things like that. Or even like elderly people as well. They can cook and watch the show, and it's very easy to follow. We try to make it, you know,
simple and easy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And one other thing I would like to add too, along with this hunger. We always say we're trying to end hunger one plate at a time.
That's
If we could give out 10 breakfasts or 10 lunches or 10 dinners a day, that's helping, you know, this hunger situation, you know. And we want to make sure kids don't go hungry also. Mm-hmm. That's another point that we want to get to reach out to some of the shelters, you know, to help out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but I think it's to just like to end hunger and to make everyone happy and satisfied with our food.
Yes.
This sounds very philanthropic and also very humanitarian, and you both sound very genuine in your efforts. But I have to ask also about the structure about what you do. For instance, you both have families. I know that you're a parent of a teenage gamer and an infant. So I have to ask, as a parent in this modern day and age, and you work, how do you balance cost with health with convenience?
Well, I balance stuff, I feel like a schedule. Like, if I don't have a schedule, then I'm all over the place. So pretty much, my daily routine is, go to work, pick up the kids, come home, clean up, cook dinner, but at the same time, we want to make it look like it's fun, like real life, which is, we enjoy our lives and we enjoy cooking. And so, but that's how but I do also, and I like how you said my son is a gamer. That's so sweet. But yeah, no, and he does. He loves video games and things like that. But I have to do all in,
Like moderation.
Right, in moderation. Yeah. You can't just go all into one thing and then, spend all your time doing that. So I like to spend time with my kids as well, just because I'm doing all these other things, I do also take time to speak with them about school, and then, and my little one, teaching him how to pronounce words, and he's walking and crawling.
Don't forget, he loves to sit in the kitchen when we're cooking.
Oh yes, he might be a little chef, actually, when he grows up.
Now, you mentioned fun in that statement that you just made, and I see that when you guys are in your videos together. I've watched a few before I came. I don't know if you guys were aware of that, but I noticed that you guys have fun while you're filming. And one thing that I think is really fun about the show is Teresa's tidbits and great comments about the histories of food that she throws in there, like how yams work and just different.
There's no such thing as yams. No such thing. They're sweet potatoes.
I was trying to see, she caught me there, see?
It dates back 9,000 BCA.
See, if we were in the kitchen together right now, she would have hit me with a wooden spoon on my hand. But
I should get one out the drawer, but no.
Oh, no. We don't need all that. But yeah, I have them all,
okay.
But I was going to say, just your tidbits and the information, I find them very fascinating, very interesting. Mm-hmm. And where did your lust for knowledge about food come from?
Wow. I can remember my grandmother, I was like 3 or 4, and she would take turns to sit us up on a wooden soapbox. This was like during the 50s and 60s. She stood us up by the stove, and she would ask us, she said, to watch me cook. She would clean greens and cook all kinds of meat. And sometimes she would go in the backyard and wring a chicken. And we had fresh chicken and we had fresh sausages. But that's where my love came from, both of my grandparents. One of my grandmothers, she was Blackfoot Indian and African American.
Okay.
And so the mixing of the cultures, because they use a lot of spices and so forth like that, so we learn how to cook with spices and different things. But that, my love started with both my grandparents, and then later on with my mom, because my mom she was a student nurse and she had all those kids, and she didn't really cook a lot, so she left us up to the older ones to cook. So that's where I lived. That's where it came in at, learning how to cook.
I had so many questions for you guys, just basically the importance of health and cost and just structure in the kitchen. But it seems like you guys have answered so many of these questions for me already.